So it is very wrong kung magbutbot ka ni kag butang og kanang mga magbutbot kag sale sa mga dili officially tested or calibrated nga mga product. So for example, maybe I should maka-relate siguro ko ani. Actually, I have, for example lang ya, nag-purchase ko og vitamin E nga sa online lang, and then I've noticed nga sa iyang logo, I think, kung maano siya, sa logo niya is lahi ang USP, for example, USP man ang logo ato niya. So, lahi ang logo nga nakabutang din niya sa original gyud. So, I think kanang dili siya safe kung I don't know kung wala na ako na wala na ako natanaw kung kinsa ang seller ato, pero yes kanang sealed siya, yes naa siya sealed siya, kaso um, ano siya, mali ang logo, murag fake something nga na. So, under ni siya ani nga mga fraudulent practices, kanang magbuot-buot lang og butang ug mga kanang mga sticker, mark, stamp, mga brand, no, magbuot-buot lang og butang kay ano siya. And then actually naa diri kani siya, kani as you notice, grabe siya ka daghan pa. Yes, kay giundangan akong inom. And I also noticed, no, while tanaw sa products, kay naay mga wrong spelling. Yes, naay mga wrong spelling. So, murag imitation lang siya, murag char lang siya. Next, proceed na ta. So, in Article 65, penalties, in a person, so, mano siya ang mga penalties under sa Chapter 4 of this kanang kaning Republic Act number 7394. It was stated in Article 65 that any person who shall violate the provisions of paragraphs A to F, katong akong mga fraudulent practices nga akong gingon kaina of the Article 64, or its implementing rules and regulations shall upon conviction be subject to fine or not less than 200 pesos but not more than 1,000 pesos, or by imprisonment of not more than 1 year, or both upon the discretion of the court. So yes, mo na siya ang penalty kung naay mo against atong mga fraudulent practices. Next is Chapter 5, the Consumer Products, Services, and Warranties. So, if you remember, one of the rights gaina consumer right is the right to redress. So maybe ma-false ninga article ato niya, the right to redress, yes. Consumer product, services, and warranties. So in Article 68, terms of express warranty, seller or manufacturers who gives an express warranty shall set the terms of warranty in a clear, readily understandable language by the consumers, shall identify the party to whom the warranty is extended, shall state the products or parts covered of the warranty state. So kung magbutang ka ng mga warranties, di ba? For example, you nagpalit kag mga gadgets, mga devices like cell phones, mga laptops. So it should be written clearly. It should be understandable, the language, for example, English, since mo na atong ginagamit as international language. So it must be written clearly, it must be understandable, and dapat naka-state dito ang parts of product o parts covered of the warranty. Dapat naka-state dito Okay. So kanang in Article 67, applicable law on warranties. So the provisions of Civil Code on conditions and warranties shall govern all contracts of sales with conditions and warranties. So kailangan jud na jud no mga ingani mga naa jud mga conditions of warranties. The Article 73, actually I before ta mag-move no, in the Article 67, applicable law on warranties, na actually na ay mga kuan, I think kana ganing no return policy mray ingana. And napud ko nabasa nga it is kuan nga naapod siya, dili na siya pwede actually kanang no return policy, pero naapoy grounds nga na maka-reconsider na nga dili pwede i-return. So if you are something confused kung sa nga grounds, and I cannot I cannot discuss it right now kay grabe na ka-apik and time. So mag-research na lang ta if gusto ninyo. Next is Article 73, the penalties of Chapter 5. Sa Chapter 5, mga penalties. So, any person who shall violate the provisions of Article 67 shall be subject to fine or not less than 500 pesos but not more than 5,000 pesos, or an imprisonment of not more than 3 months but not more than 2 years, or both upon the discretion of the court. A second conviction under this paragraph shall also carry with it the penalty of revocation of his business permit and license. So in Article 73 penalties, paragraph B, any person, natural or juridical, committing any illegal acts provided for in this chapter 3, except with respect to Article 67, shall be liable for the fine of not less than 1,000 pesos but not more than 50,000 pesos, or imprisonment for a period of at least 1 year but not more than 5 years. Yes, I think masabtan naman siguro. So in Chapter 6, labeling and fair packaging. So, in the Article 74 Declaration of State Policy. So, the state should enforce compulsory labeling and fair packaging to enable the consumer to obtain accurate information, quality, and quantity of the content of the products, and to facilitate comparison of the value of such products. So in this in this chapter, labeling and fair packaging, it is state in the ang mga product is it should be dapat na ay mga information kung unsa ang mga gipanggamit ato paghimo. For example, magbuy ka og kanang milk, naa dinhaa ang nutrition facts, mga information kung unsaon paggamit, kung unsaon pag unsay mga sagol ato mga ingredients. So no, naa dinhaa, that is na gyud nga kailangan na agyud kung magbaligya ka. So in still in chapter 6, labeling and fair packaging, for example, no, makita ninyo sa screen, I cannot zoom it, ma-zoom day. Okay, ma-zoom siya, mga na gani. Example na siya, sige. In Article 77, minimum labeling requirements for consumer products. So label needs its correct registered trade or brand name, its duly trademark, truly business name, the address of the manufacturer, importer, and repacker of the consumer product of the Philippines, its general make or active ingredients, the net quantity of contents, and the country of manufacture or imported or not. So as what I have said lately, no, kung ang tan-awon nimo ang products, kailangan jud tan-awon nimo ang products ang nasa luyo, usahay na gid na sa more often, no, na gid na sa luyo gibutang ang mga manufacturer, kung asa gikan, mga business name, logo, kung mga brand name, mga ingana. So kailangan jud nimo tan-awon the address, kung asa nagibuhat katong mga contents, mga ingredients ana, no. For example, kaning nasa screen mo na siya, example lang na siya, daghan na kay product nga kailangan niya to, ginapalit na to daily, tapos kanang kailangan jud nato tan-awon kung ano. So still in chapter 6, labeling and fair packaging, Article 78, Philippine Standard Mark. So the label may contain the Philippine product standard mark if it is certified to have passed the consumer product standard prescribed by the concerned department. So mo ni siya example, no, mo ni siya certified, yes, kana kung nakapasa na siya, may na makabutang Philippine Standard Mark, and kani Import Commodity Clearance Mark mo na siya. Yes. Kung ano na siya, kung makapasar na or something certified na sa katong mga agencies nga gi-assign ana niya. Next. In Article 80, special packaging of consumer products for protection of children. So, imuha, if you are something curious, you can read the whole chapter actually. In Article 87, additional labeling requirements for cosmetics. Article 94, labeling requirements for cigarettes. For example, kaniyang nasa screen, kaning mga ingan, no, di ba ginabutan gid nila nga smoking causes kanang mga consequences kung magamit ka. Yes. Next. Ayun. Okay, so and that's all for my topic. Thank you everyone for listening.